Episode 3 of Camilla's story. The invisible trap from the outside. Everything looks perfect. To the world, Camilla and David are the ideal couple. Photos flow across social media, radiant smiles during seaside vacations, candlelit dinners where love seems to shimmer in their eyes, strolls hand in hand through the cobblestone streets of an old European town. People comment, "What a beautiful couple. You two are made for each other. Camilla, you're so lucky to have found a man like him." And Camilla smiles. She replies with hearts, with joyful emojis. But behind the screen, behind closed doors, another reality unfolds. Relentless and silent. The house as a minefield. Inside their apartment, Camilla lives in constant tension. Every gesture becomes a calculated decision. Every word becomes a risk. She walks on eggshells. She anticipates, analyzes, imagines. If I say this, will it annoy him? If I stay quiet, will he think I'm disrespecting him? If I share my opinion, will he explode? Sometimes even breathing feels like a mistake, because there are days when nothing is right. When David finds a reason to get angry, even when Camilla has done nothing. The weight of silence. Silence in that house is not peaceful. It is not tender, like the quiet shared between people who understand each other without words. Number. There. Silence is heavy, suffocating. Camilla knows it well. It's that icy silence after a harmless remark. That silence that can last for hours, when David deliberately ignores her as if she no longer exists. In those moments, she starts to doubt. Did I say something wrong? Did I smile too much at the waiter? Should I apologize? And she apologizes, often, even without knowing why, just to restore a fragile sense of peace. The illusion of freedom. Camilla has dreams. She would love to go back to school, learn a new language, maybe start a small project of her own. But each time she brings it up, David finds a subtle way to belittle her. You really think you can succeed? This isn't your country, and who's going to pay for your whims? You think life is a game? Honestly, you don't have the skills for that. He doesn't shout, he doesn't hit, but his words are invisible chains. So, Camilla stays silent. She tucks her dreams away in a drawer she no longer dares to open. The inner voice that destroys over time, a small voice settles in her head. At first, it's still her own, hesitant. Maybe he's right. Maybe I'm not strong enough. Then little by little, that voice takes on David's tone. You are nothing without me. You'll never make it on your own. You should be grateful to have me. And Camilla starts to believe it. That is emotional imprisonment. No bars, no locks, just fears and beliefs that cage the mind. Invisible wounds. Some people think violence only exists when there are bruises. But Camilla discovers that psychological violence can hurt even more. A bruise on the skin eventually fades. But a hurtful word, repeated over and over, imprints itself deep within the heart. One day, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you no longer recognize the person staring back. Camilla is no longer the young woman full of dreams who laughed on the beaches of Rio. Her eyes shine less, her shoulders are slumped, and her smile has become a mask. Moments of confusion. What makes the trap even crueler is that David is not always unkind. There are days when he's gentle, attentive, when he calls her my love with a softness that seems sincere. On those days, Camilla finds a spark of hope. Maybe he'll change. Maybe I'm the one overreacting. Maybe everything will go back to how it was in the beginning. But it's only a cycle. Because after every moment of tenderness comes another humiliation, another wound. That's how the prison tightens even more, alternating between hope and despair. Isolation. Little by little, Camilla distances herself from her friends. When they call, she hesitates. She invents excuses. I'm tired. We already made plans. Let's catch up another time. Because she knows David doesn't like her going out without him. Because he criticizes her friends, calling them bad influences. Because he keeps saying, people are jealous of our perfect relationship. So she stays. She cuts herself off from the world, and the further she drifts from others, the more alone she becomes with him. Constant doubt. Camilla lives in a spiral of doubt. She constantly wonders if everything is her fault. Maybe I'm not patient enough. Maybe I should try harder. Maybe I deserve what he says to me. She forgets one essential truth. No one deserves to be belittled. But in the fog of manipulation, it becomes hard to see clearly. The invisible trap. That is the real trap. From the outside, everyone thinks Camilla is living a dream. On the inside, she is living a nightmare she doesn't even dare to name. No bars, no padlocks, no physical prison. Just a mental prison, made of words, fears, and silences. An invisible prison, yet painfully real. Want more videos like this? Then subscribe now and join the family.